right, last topic for the Internet Wins the Day before we get to the trash segment. Is it time for reparations? So
It's
Robert
big time.
Johnson, the BET founder,
Get out of
has
here.
asked and has encouraged that we need to be asking for $14 trillion in reparations.
At least.
Is it time for reparations, and is $14 trillion enough?
Man, ain't never enough. Ain't never
Go ahead,
enough.
Steph.
Oh, me? I mean, when you see all, like you said, all these companies that are pledging this money, I feel like it can be pulled into. I mean, I add up what they already have said they're gonna pledge.
So let's put that into context. The NFL has donated $20 million. TikTok has donated $3 million. Bank of America has donated $1 billion. Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand will donate $100 million over 10 years.
So that's what I'm saying. And there's plenty more, because when people started putting out their PR statements, they were saying, you know, we're gonna donate this amount to whatever. I mean, what's wrong with donating that to reparations?
LAPD
Right.
is going to defund the police by $150 million and
Right.
put that directly into the black community. Yeah. Rajiel,
Well, everybody else got reparations.
so why not us?
Jews, the Japanese, right? And it didn't take them no goddamn 150,499 million years, right? And we just
Right.
passed out stimulus checks from thin air. Don't tell me you can't create reparations
It'll
money.
show one thin air. We're gonna be paying for that for a long time.
They just, here's a stimulus check, here's a stimulus check, here's a stimulus check, right? Why is it that we had the longest workload, right? And we
And built the country.
built the country, right?
Mhm.
From start to finish, we built this shit, right? And then you don't want to give us reparations, but you give reparations to everyone else. You give stipends to everyone else. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look, this is the coldest thing ever, man. When I was doing real estate, I worked with this Indian guy, and he said when he came over to America, they gave him money, right? He used that money to buy his first house. I sold it to him, right?
Yeah.
He put $120,000 cash down. That he didn't have any money. They gave him money and they helped him open a store. And that was back in 2004. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2005, 2006, whatever, right? But they gave him money when he came here. Bro, I've been here my whole damn life. You know what I mean? I've been in America my whole life. No, reparations been past time. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. We should be inheriting generational wealth from when our grandfathers and our great-grandfathers were
got they reparations.
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Let me bar out one
It's
time.
almost an insult to be talking about it now. It's like, let's start with an apology of how it's so fucking late. Excuse
Right.
my language again.
No, you're right.
Yeah, no, it's just too late. But let's start. Let's start yesterday. I mean, and like the amount of money needs to be an ongoing, not a one time. It needs to be ongoing. You know what I mean? Like indefinitely. Because how are you gonna pay for the mental illness that's inflicted? That will never go away. Period. You know, the system, that's what I'm saying, man. The system that we need to dismantle is only from now on. But what about everything that's led up to this point that we will never heal from? That's just the dynamic that we have to live with forever. That's never gonna change.
The trauma that
The
was
trauma.
passed down.
Yeah.
In many different
Generational
forms.
trauma.
Yeah.
Bro, generational trauma.
Mr. BJ, is it time for reparations?
It was time for reparations a long time ago.
Yeah.
The day after slavery, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shouldn't even be talking about it.
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't.
Please.
It's
That's what I'm saying. It's like untouchably insulting to
What
even.
you got, G?
Yeah.
He took a moment of silence for
The work has
intellectual
been done.
Mm.
It's time to pay the bill.
Yep. Yep.
If you can
Ooh, he
give
try to go viral.
if you can give residents in Alaska money monthly or yearly just because they live in Alaska, then you can recognize that you should be giving black people money for living in this racist country that has never ever acknowledged us the same exact way. And I don't want the money. I want land.
Yep.
I
Credit.
want some type of combination of the two, because we got to think about what really makes you wealthy. It's not the house, it's the land that the house is sitting on, right?
Yep.
Or it's not the business, it's the land that the business is sitting on. Like I was watching the McDonald's documentary, and that's how he got rich. He figured out that it's not the franchises that is worth the money, it's the land. And then you charge the franchisees to build on the land. You still own the land, They own the franchise.
Yep.
So
Yep.
for us, we need the land, not the money, because the money will come after or get both. And what I'm saying is that because the majority of these land assets are frozen, they're not going to move. They're going to stay within the families. They're not selling them.
Right.
And that's why it was so important for them to give the Native Americans the reserves.
That's why
because
we
that's
didn't get
the land.
That's why we didn't get the 40 acres in the
And that's why we can't build our communities, because we don't own anything.
right.
So give me the land. If you want to give us some money on the side, that's cool too. Give us the land, because we built it. We farmed it. We, agriculture. We made this country the economic power that it is today.
Yep.
And everybody has benefited from it.
Yep. Every race, every culture,
Everybody
creed that's
has.
come
Yes.
here.
The Statue of Liberty was a black woman.
Yeah.
We built the White House.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
So, we need the land.
Yep.
And it's time. It's been past time,
Yep.
but it's time that I think we finally got serious. Because before we kind of asked, and Bernie Sanders kind of danced around it, Hillary kind of danced around it. Trump
Everybody danced around
Trump
it.
didn't even
No, this
acknowledge
is
it.
real time.
No.
Yeah.
It's now.
It's now.
It's now. It's
Yep.
been now.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go. If you just let